away. Today's an exciting day. So good. We are in our final stretch of preparations for our Atlantic crossing. We have been coordinating all of our safety gear, procedures, checking everything twice, making sure we have what we need to be prepared in case of emergency, as well as just generally best practices for safety aboard sailing vessel crossing the Atlantic or any kind of long voyage like this. And so far so good. We're actually almost completely finished and checked out of that whole process, so that's really good. Provisioning. I've done the first round of heavy provisioning, which is all of the water, liquid, foods, items that are long-lasting like dry goods, a lot of rice and beans type of stuff, pastas, etc. But we need to do round 2 for vegetables. Fortunately, there are vendors in Las Palmas who anticipate transatlantic crossing yachts needs and have come up with handy services for pre-ordering meats and things like that and having them vacuum packaged and then deep frozen so they can be delivered to your boat the day before your departure. Vegetables, fruits, other perishables, I gotta buy those today or tomorrow. That's my last chance. Another big run there. And one slight inconvenience for non-Schengen passport holders, and that would be anyone who's not European Union. We have to go to Border Police office in the main city to have our passports stamped and get us cleared out of the European Union. But we can't leave the boat. Why? Because we are haunted by the same old problems. It never seems to end. Once again, the issues with the autopilot have not been solved. So, even though we did all that work, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, installing things, reinstalling things, checking things, etc., it seems not to have done the trick. And once again, David is in the engine room.
No, we're gonna take this whole pump off. He's got an idea that the air is not coming out of the pump right, and that's what's causing it.
Oh my God.
And this is the first guy that actually has been able to say, hey, this is why it's doing it. Like, at least he knows what's up. Like, he immediately figured out like why it's doing it. Like, not like hypothetical, like, oh man, like it's just gotta be this, let's replace it.
Yeah. I think everyone watching can appreciate our level of frustration. We are days away from the largest offshore sail we will have experienced to date. And the one critical feature of this boat, autopilot, has been a problem for the last 3 months. We've had 5 technicians try to resolve the issue unsuccessfully, and we're really hoping that this does the trick. But we've got this genius here making things work. It's very exciting. Toolkit. You know I hate seeing the toolkit out. It's just, no, never a good sign. Never ever a good sign. Utopia! Bye! Have an epic sail!
Yeah, thank you.
Almost 200 years ago, the island of Grand Canaria was a rainforest. But after a few years, the island was nearly deforested by demand for firewood and lumber. The consequences were dire. The forests played an essential role in promoting rainfall. Without the trees, precipitation fell to deadly low levels, causing drought and crop failure. Recently, local communities have organized around a reforestation effort. The ARC has participated for years, with members planting over 3,000 trees. On this day, we teamed up with our fellow ARC Plus crew to plant another 300. Today is the first day we're flying with our very new sail. Voila!
We got the spinnaker rolling. Check it out.
We've got 7 knots.
12 knots of wind and only 8 knots of apparently. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Badass. You can feel this thing dragging us, man. It is pulling us. Yeah. Horsepower.
Yeah. There she is.
This thing's pushing us.
You like it? I like it a lot. great, Dave. Spinnaker day. Super stoked. Typically, if you're on an angle that deep with this boat, things are knocking around and it's not so comfortable, but this is nice. Thank you, Doyle. At a true wind speed of roughly 11 knots, we are hitting 6 plus. Well, we'll say averaging 6, but still, that's wonderful. And we've never really been able to sail this deep either. And now, we can go anywhere as long as it's downwind. Preparing to snuff the cruising ship. Well done. It's the little things that turn out to be big things, like sail trimming.
Sail trim on. The vortex in the sail is going up, so as the wind leaves the sail, it always goes out the top. Yeah. So this is why you get your telltales lifting.
And we're at 38 degrees.
But that makes all the difference.
So awesome. 54. Hey, hey, let's do this.
We're off. Beginning of our Atlantic crossing.
We have spent weeks preparing here in Las Palmas with a bunch of other boats in the ARC rally headed through the Plus route. Super stoked to be here. So pleased that we got everything accomplished and that it's really happening. Bye bye Las Palmas. It's been pretty good. A lot of parties, a lot of shopping. Whew. Really excited to be out at sea now. You ready?
Huge, so ready. I'm really excited. Look at this, amazing. Now the action's building. 7 catamarans so far I see in the lineup.
27 catamarans will be out here.
Really?
And then behind us and 30 minutes after us is the other 50
Monohulls?
monohulls. And then on Thursday, like 17 boats leave, and then on Sunday, 200 boats leave.
After a day's out, they're diluted into the abyss of the Atlantic Ocean.
That's it.
I can't wait, that's gonna be amazing.
15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, signal.
Oh, there we go.
10 minutes to start. Woohoo! Countdown is on.
Oh, I'm so jacked, I can't believe it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, signal.
5 minutes. Final countdown for the initial leg of our journey from Las Palmas to Cape Verde. And we are preparing to take off. Drop the code 0 and pass the committee boat just in front of us here. And then we will do our best to make good time all the way down to Cape Verde. You ready?
Yeah.
3 minutes to the start of the inaugural division.
1 minute to the start.
15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, signal.
Exciting. We could definitely do with a little more wind. Love seeing all the other vessels out flying their various spinnakers, bright colors, just so much enthusiasm. There's our friends trying to fly, trying to get as much speed as we can with very little wind. Hi! We're gonna get up close and personal here. Our friends totally being super supportive, came out to give us a warm send-off. Very cool. Trying to make the best of the wind all around us, and it's just really cool. I mean, it's like years of preparation, months of preparation, so many days and nights, planning, dreaming, wishing, and it's yeah, like just super official. It's going down. Feeling really excited and thankful today about the opportunity to be out here. So good. David's crushing it at the helm, managed to get us through a pretty crowded start line without any engine power, just relying on the code 0. Big Blue doing her work up there, staying full. We were just stuck between two other lagoons, and every time we would get a little bit of momentum because we'd fall behind the wind shadow of the one off our port side, we would pick up speed, even though we were hoping to cross behind him and get back into the wind. And then we would propel forward until we got back into the wind shadow, and then we'd lose speed again. And anyway, so that went back and forth a few times. We said, you know what, forget about it. We're taking the code 0 and dropping off enough that we could slip past him and put back the sails and actually get moving again. So here we are, doing great.
Just fell behind the other boat, and now we're rolling. It's a pretty sail.
Beautiful sail. Admiring our friend Spinnaker. We got such a giant handicap for being on a floating condo.
Who did?
Us.
It'd be funny if the floating condo finished across the line before that.
That would be insane.
It's a horizon of sails. Sails everywhere. It's beautiful.